exploring a number of potential plans to house tens of thousands of immigrants who have entered the U.S. illegally. A number of published reports say the Pentagon is considering a plan to temporarily house around 20,000 at several military bases, both here in Texas and in Arkansas. And Time magazine says the Navy is considering a massive plan to build tent cities in various locations that could house more than 100,000 people.
An organizer of the huge rally for Ethiopia's prime minister, where a deadly explosion occurred, says someone in the crowd had tried to throw a grenade at the stage but was held back by others. The prime minister was the target, Seyum Thesome says. 3 suspects were immediately arrested. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed told the nation that a few people had been killed and others injured. Many are spending fun time on the water as we're now into summertime, and safety officials are also advising to use caution and wear life jackets. Sergeant Scott Strickland is with the North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission. He tells WXII that driving a boat under the influence of alcohol is illegal.
Water is much easier to get to a higher impairment level than it is, say, sitting at your house or at a restaurant, because it's hot, you get dehydrated faster, and there's a lot of stresses on the water.
80% of people who drown in boating accidents were not wearing a life jacket. North Carolina regulators have denied a request from Duke Energy to raise electric rates and ordered the utility to refund $60 million in deferred taxes to customers. The North Carolina Utilities Commission also decided Friday to fine Duke Energy $70 million because of the way it handled coal ash. The utility wanted to increase rates to pay for a nuclear power plant that won't be built and charge customers additional billions of dollars to upgrade the power grid. You're listening to NCN News.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. So here's a 26-second message of encouragement.
Hi, I'm Stacy. Look, I've been there. It's tough. And I just want to say, if you find yourself feeling negative, use it as motivation. Let it be like the fuel in the fire to keep you going. Because the best is yet to come. Seriously, you're capable of great things. Things you probably haven't even dreamed of yet. So don't quit now. See you at graduation.
Do you have 26 seconds to convince a student to stay at their desk? Now you can share your message of support at boostup.org. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Wildlife rescue workers in Australia have been responding to seemingly drunken kangaroos in the southern state of Victoria. They've been staggering and falling to the ground. Reporter Phil Mercer says it may be a case of grass poisoning.
Kangaroos that eat bulbous canary grass can develop a condition known as the Phalaris staggers. It's triggered by toxic chemicals called alkaloids and causes head tremors and a loss of coordination. The animal eventually collapses. In kangaroos, the ailment is thought to be irreversible. Affected marsupials have been seen crashing into trees and appear as if they're intoxicated. Academics in Australia say they'll carry out post-mortems to confirm the diagnosis.
A U.S. Marine identified as an assailant during a white nationalist rally in Charlottesville has been convicted at a court-martial, and the Corps is seeking to remove him from its ranks. A spokesman for the 2nd Marine Logistics Group at Camp Lejeune says Lance Corporal Vasilios Pastolis faced a summary court-martial Monday. This is the time of year to check out a wide variety of fresh fruits and vegetables at farmers markets all around the state, according to North Carolina's Agriculture Commissioner Steve Troxler.
These products are right off of the farm, they're fresh, and there's been a lot of work put into these products. The farmers take great pride in putting the best product they possibly can on the shelf. So, if you haven't visited a local farmer's market, you need to try it and see just the difference in freshness.
ABC will continue the sitcom Roseanne without Roseanne. The network has ordered a spin-off that has the working title The Connors. It will star John Goodman, Laurie Metcalf, Sarah Gilbert, Lacey Goranson, and Michael Fishman, but not Roseanne Barr. ABC says it ordered 10 episodes of the spin-off after Barr agreed to relinquish any creative or financial participation in it. Alyssa Vale, NCN News.
24/7 WCAB is serving the foothills of the Carolinas. Learn more about us at www.wcab59.com.
From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Days after President Trump signed an executive order ending the separation of immigrant families at the border under his administration's zero-tolerance policy, the federal government also announcing a reunification task force dedicated to the children who cross the border unaccompanied. There's still many questions that remain on how migrant families will be housed after he visited a temporary shelter for hundreds of migrant children in Florida on Friday. GOP Senator Marco Rubio weighing in.
That's one of the things that we're concerned about, and that is housing families together is not an easy endeavor.
The debate over immigration more heated than ever at the White House Friday. President Trump talked about crime linked to illegal border crossings. He met with family members of those who have lost loved ones at the hands of undocumented immigrants. ABC's Jonathan Karl says the president blamed the media for not putting enough focus on such cases.
Multiple studies show undocumented immigrants actually commit crimes at a lower rate than American citizens. The president's comments come amid growing outrage over the images of migrant children in detention centers on the border.
Prosecutors say they will consider the death penalty for the inmate charged in the shooting deaths of two sheriff deputies in Kansas City last week. 30-year-old Antoine Fielder was charged with 2 counts of capital murder Friday. Fielder is accused of overpowering the deputies and possibly taking one of their guns as they transported him to the court appearance. Wyandotte District Attorney Mark Dupree.
Here in the state of Kansas, this death penalty is legal, and we will consider all things that are legal in the state of Kansas.
Deputy Patrick Rower died at the scene. Deputy Teresa King died in a hospital the following day. In Turkey, rallies ahead of a snap presidential and parliamentary election tomorrow, more than a year earlier than scheduled. In power since 2003, Prime Minister and President Erdogan, 64 years old, is vying for a new 5-year term in office. You're listening to ABC News.
Doors are being slammed in your face, and bad credit is holding you back from buying a house, car, even getting a credit card. $99 can put your credit back to a 720 or higher. That's right, just $99. Bankruptcy, tax liens, judgments, and even late pays can be removed from credit reports by calling the Giving Days Foundation. A nonprofit organization is here to help. Federal law allows you to challenge each and every item on your credit report. We'll recalculate your personal credit score for only $99 and repair your personal credit for free. Just be one of the first 10 callers. Take our personal credit challenge. Get your credit score to a 720. 800-482-4094. Call now to recalculate your personal credit score for only $99 and repair your personal credit for free. Call now. 800-482-4094. Don't miss this great free credit repair. Just be one of the first 10 callers. 800-482-4094.
Attorneys for former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort want a judge to bar any mention of Manafort's connections to the president at his Virginia trial. Manafort's lawyers filing that motion Friday in federal court in Alexandria ahead of next month's scheduled trial. Manafort is charged in Virginia with hiding millions of dollars from the IRS linked to his advising Ukrainian politicians. He faces a separate indictment in Washington under the special counsel's Russia investigation. The European Union started enforcing tariffs Friday on American imports like bourbon, peanut butter, and orange juice, part of a growing global trade rift that's likely to intensify over the next few weeks. And if that wasn't bad enough, now bourbon lovers are facing another slap. ABC's Todd Ant tells us what.
They came crashing down in a massive heap on Friday, thousands of whiskey barrels after a large section of a warehouse collapsed in the heart of Kentucky bourbon country. Milt Spalding with Nelson County Emergency Management says it happened at the Barton 1792 distillery in Bardstown.
About 20,000 barrels are in that warehouse. About 9,000 possible were involved in this.
The warehouse is nearly 80 years old. The EPA says no bourbon leaked into the ground or nearby streams, but Spalding says there is one after effect.
Of course, there is the smell of bourbon in the air.
Maybe not a bad thing since Kentucky bourbon is in the midst of a billion-dollar boom. Todd Ant, ABC News.
Salvaging what they can. This is ABC News.
Is your computer slowing down?
Yep, I guess I need a new one.
Wait before you waste your money on a new computer. Go to mycleanpc.com and get a free computer diagnosis. In minutes, you can activate MyCleanPC software to clean out the junk that could be putting your privacy at risk. Unwanted pop-ups, errors, or spam not only slow your computer down, they may allow third parties to track your activities. Go to mycleanpc.com for a free computer diagnostic. Increase your computer speed today with mycleanpc.com.
I'm Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Well, with springtime here, head on over to Oakland Feed and Seed for the things you need. Things like grass seed and garden seed, 10-10-10 fertilizer and 17-17-17 fertilizer. Oakland Feed and Seed carries Kentucky 31 and Rebel Turf and 5-star blend grass seed. That'll look good, won't it? They'll weigh up garden seed by the ounce or by the pound. How much do you need? They'll weigh up grass seed by the pound. Whatever your needs are, Scott and his team at Oakland Feed and Seed will try their best to do it for you. Need strong weed killer? Get it by the quart, gallon. And this kills all 2.5 gallons is only $49.99. Get rid of them quick. That fish box, 100 count, $19.99. Why don't you come check Oakland Feed and Seed out and check prices? All your animal health needs, from dog shots to wormers. And don't forget to pick up some fire ant control, too. They have what you need at Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road, Spindale, locally owned and locally run.
Look for partly to mostly sunny skies as we kick off the weekend today. It'll be hot, and there may be a couple of isolated showers or storms around. We'll look for highs around 88 to 94. Tonight will be fair to partly cloudy and muggy. Winds will be light with lows dropping into the upper 60s to low 70s. We'll finish out the weekend on Sunday with more sun than clouds overall. Should be turning a little hotter tomorrow. Maybe an evening storm in a couple of spots. Highs about 90 to 96. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
And taking a look at the week ahead, it's more of the same. Have about a 20 to 30% chance of scattered late afternoon, early evening showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days, and then about a 40% chance on Tuesday and Wednesday. Afternoon highs during the next week up around 90 to 92, and the overnight lows expected around 70. Now, this morning, we are waking up to partly sunny skies here in Rutherford County. Current temperature reading here at the WCAB Radio Studios on newly paved Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton, 70 degrees on this Saturday morning, June 23rd. Well, it was a long night for the Atlanta Braves. They finished up about 1:15 this morning. They had to go 15 innings last night, 5.5 hours long, the game. And they ended up with a loss. Yep, Orioles outlasted the Braves 10-7. Now, the Braves and the Orioles have a game later tonight and again tomorrow afternoon. On our broadcast schedule, we have Forest City Owls baseball tonight. Owls had a good win, 5-3 win last night over the Gastonia Grizzlies. Tonight the Owls are in Asheboro, where they will face the Copperheads. Broadcast time here on the radio this evening, 7:05. Tomorrow afternoon, we head to California to the Sonoma Raceway for the NASCAR race. It's the Toyota Save Mart 350. Broadcast time tomorrow afternoon will be at 2 o'clock here on the Foothills Mo Sports, AM 590 WCAB. Now it's time to take a look at this morning's obituary announcements. And this morning I have 2 obituaries to report. 85-year-old Mrs. Ebby Jo Connor Brown of Bostic passed away Tuesday at her residence. She was a native of Cleveland County, a lifelong member of the First Baptist Church of Bostic, where she served as a Sunday school teacher. She was retired from the Kemet Corporation in Shelby. Survivors include her son, Ricky Brown, and her daughters, Linda Brown and Stephanie Freeman, her husband Scott, all of Bostic, her sister Joyce Brown of the home, and 5 grandchildren, 8 great-grandchildren, and many nieces and nephews also listed among the survivors. The funeral will be held this afternoon, beginning at 2 o'clock at the First Baptist Church in Bostic, burial to follow in the church cemetery. Visitation will be held prior to the funeral from 12:30 until 1:45 this afternoon. Memorials may be made to the First Baptist Church of Bostic, An online guest registry is available at pageantking.com. The Pageant and King Mortuary and Crematory is in charge of the arrangements for Mrs. Ebby Jo Connor Brown of Bostic. 92-year-old Mrs. Blanche Virginia Sane Ruff of Forest City passed away on Thursday at the Holly Springs Senior Citizens Home. She was a native of Rutherford County. Left to cherish her memory, her children, Rita Ruff, Bruce Ruff, Barbara Lale, her husband Bruce, and Donald Ruff. Also her sisters, Jack Davis of Lexington, North Carolina, Joe Paget of Fletcher, North Carolina. 2 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren also listed among the survivors. Memorials may be made to the Forest Lake Baptist Church in Forest City or to Hospice of the Carolina Foothills in Forest City. Funeral service will be held tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 o'clock at the Forest Lake Baptist Church. Family will be receiving friends prior to the funeral from 2 until 3 o'clock at the Forest Lake Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Cool Springs Cemetery. Online condolences may be made at crowmortuary.com. Crows serving the family of Mrs. Blanche Virginia Sane Ruff of Forest City. That is a look at our Saturday morning obituary announcements. Momentarily, I will pick up the telephone. I'll contact local law enforcement agencies and our own team of reporters who are scattered throughout the area. We'll find out what's happened overnight. We'll find out what's in store for the weekend as we begin the call-around report here on this Saturday morning report on WCAB.
The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304.
It is 13 minutes past 7 on this Saturday morning, and our first call of the morning will contact the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, and Officer McClung's on duty this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have to report from the Sheriff's Department?
Well, in the last 24 hours, we've had 155 calls for service, 13 arrests, and there's currently 204 housed in the jail. As far as incident reports go, we have a Bobby Ray Gilbert who has reported and obtained property by false pretense. We have Camp Electric of Rutherfordton has reported a breaking and entering. And on the arrest reports, we have Anthony Sergio Jackson, who was charged with failure to comply. He was given a $550 bond. We have Bobby Joe Brackett, who was charged with assault and battery. He was given no bond. We have Ronald Eugene Davis. He was charged with communicating threats. He was also given no bond. And Dolores Johnson Twitty with second-degree trespass, and I do not have a bond on that. And that's it.
And we do appreciate the report this morning. Hope you have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
That's Officer McClung reporting in this morning from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Well, at Southern Carbon in Forest City, the Tonys know how real life can be. Yep, they know that your kids are going to spill things and make messes. They know that the dogs, the cats, the pets are going to track in the dirt and the mud from outdoors. Now, that's why Southern Carpet carries flooring products that stand up to the day today, like Tarkett flooring. And you'll find the widest range of flooring products that are both beautiful and resilient at Southern Carpet. And you can find out more about all of their fabulous flooring products. Southern Carpet, 1512 West Main Street in Forest City. You'll always find excellent pricing as well. They offer free estimates, expert installation, and you'll find the perfect flooring to fit not only your home, but also your budget. So stop by and visit with Gerald, Lynn, Clayton, Tony. Take advantage of all of their great deals and choose from their excellent selection of Tarkett flooring. Southern Carpet, 1512 West Main Street in Forest City, directly across the road from the North State Gas Company. You can also check out their website at southerncarpet.net. And be sure to look them up on Facebook. Type in Southern Carpet Forest City. You'll go right to their page. Click on the thumbs up. Give the Tonys another like. I think you'll find they're great folks to know, great folks to do business with, local, hometown people. Southern Carpet, 1512 West Main Street in Forest City.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Hey, can I help you with anything?
Yeah, I'm here for the minivan sale.
Oh, that's actually just a bait and switch ad that we use to get you here to buy a more expensive vehicle.
What?
I can get you a low monthly payment with hidden fees, to exploit your ignorance. Or I could undervalue your trade-in. Let's go get that paperwork started. I've got a terrible deal for you.
Don't you wish false ads and scams were this easy to spot? Test your advertising IQ. Go to bbbadtruth.org.
It's 17 minutes past 7. Let's check in now at the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department 911 Communications Center. And Marie's on dispatch this morning. Good morning, Marie.
Good morning.
What do you have to report from 911?
Okay, in the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 432 911 and administrative calls, which consisted of 49 for EMS, 13 for rescue. For law enforcement, the Sheriff's Department had 155, Forest City had 107, Lake Lure had 4, Rutherford had 29, and Spindle had 93. For fire calls, Bostic responded to a motor vehicle accident, Forest City responded to a motor vehicle accident, and a vehicle fire. That's all I have for the morning.
And we do appreciate the update and hope you have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks, Marie.
Bye-bye.
That's Marie reporting in this morning from the 911 Communications Center.
Stop into Save-A-Lot Grocery and save big money every day. Choose from a variety of name brand merchandise at incredible low prices. Save big on fresh meats, vegetables, pastries, frozen foods, deli items, and so much more. They are located in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale.
When you're making a decision as a consumer, the most important thing is trust, which is why the BBB is such an important tool. Sometimes a new company will generate a lot of buzz, but that doesn't mean they're trustworthy. There are places that pretend they're treating you like kings, while behind the scenes they're making you look like a clown. But with BBB, if you spot false advertising, they're there to help you blow the whistle. Or if you've got a complaint, file it with the BBB and they can actually help you get it resolved.
Test your advertising IQ. Go to bbbadtruth.org.
It's 20 minutes past 7, 70 degrees on our thermometer here in Rutherfordton. Let's travel up the road to the Lake Lure area. We'll stop in the Fairfield community, Rumbling Bold Golf and Beach Resort. That's where we find Homer. Good morning, Homer.
Good morning.
How's things looking on the lake this morning?
Doing good.
good. What'd you say your temperature was? 70?
Yeah, we're right at 70.
Well, we're running neck and neck with you. Still kind of muggy at midnight. We had 74 at midnight. Right now it is 69. Kind of overcast, not too bad out. It's kind of nice and quiet up here in the mountains. Going to have a busy day today. I see there's already a few boats out on the water. People's probably getting out fishing. We have a golf tournament at Apple Valley. There's going to be quite a few people out there. No weddings this weekend, but we do have a lot of guests and occupancy here. Got one announcement. As we speak, the White House Community Center is having their country breakfast buffet. That goes from 7 to 10 at 5408 Painter's Gap Road. That's a pretty good breakfast. Everybody likes to enjoy that. Other than that, expecting a pretty busy day at weekend with the pools and the golf courses, and ought to be a pretty good day for everybody.
Well, Homer, we've had a few showers and thunderstorms in the area. Have you picked up any of that over the past couple of days?
Yeah, it's just been scattered. I think yesterday we had a little thunderstorm go through, just hit and miss type. One area may get hit, 5 miles away you may not get nothing. Just kind of scattered, but nothing too major.
Well, the good news is that provides just enough rain to keep the golf courses in great shape.
Yeah, and the good thing about it, when it does come up a little thunderstorm, the temperature drops dramatically, and it kind of cools things off for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of relief from the heat.
Every little bit helps.
All right. Well, Homer, we appreciate the update this morning. I hope you have a good weekend.
Thank you. You do the same.
Okay, thanks, Homer.
Bye-bye.
That's Homer. He's up at the Rumbling Bald Golf and Beach Resort on the shores of Lake Lure. 22 minutes past 7.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697.
Get the first weather forecast every morning at 6:05 here on AM 59 WCAB Rutherfordton.
Well, thank you, Lou. 23 minutes past 7. Homer mentioned the breakfast buffet going on this morning up at the White House Community Center on Painter's Gap Road. They will continue until 10 o'clock. Adult plates, $6. Kids 6 to 12 eat for $3. And the kids under 6, free. Now, they do have the complete menu this morning, including eggs and grits. They have sausage. They have liver mush. They have the biscuits with the sausage or the plain gravy. They have the taters. They have the French toast. Choice of juices, coffees, jams, jellies. Don't forget about their homemade apple sauce. It's a country breakfast buffet until 10 o'clock this morning up at the White House Community Center. And don't forget that later tonight there will be a barbecue supper and a silent auction from 4 until 7 o'clock at the Goods Grove Baptist Church on Goods Grove Church Road in Mooresboro. You can dine in or carry-out plates will also be available. It's $10 for the adult plates. A child's plate is available for $5. All of the proceeds go toward feeding the needy and sharing the good news. It's at the Goods Grove Baptist Church in Mooresboro later tonight, 4 until 7. Barbecue supper and a silent auction.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
Well, what do you say we travel over to the Cherry Mountain Fire District? That's over near Bostic, Sunshine, Golden Valley. Let's check in with Sue Price. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning.
Welcome to summertime.
Yes, it's come in, didn't it?
Yeah, it seems like it, boom, just hit overnight.
Well, we'll get through it. It'll be a while with these high degrees, but I'm starting off at 70, and then it'll go on up, and I don't know, maybe we'll get a scattered shower. We haven't had any of that yet, but we're needing a little bit of rain, so maybe we'll get some at least over the weekend. Well, let's see. I don't have any calls from the fire department. Don't have any birthdays on my church calendar. On my personal calendar tomorrow, I've got a birthday for Lexi Lovelace, so I hope Lexi's going to have a good day. And Fairview has a birthday for Laura Smith, and nothing for tomorrow. First Broad hadn't got anything today, tomorrow. No, they hadn't got anything today or tomorrow, so not too many celebrating over here, but we hope anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day today and enjoy their special day. And I haven't had any announcement come in, Jay. It's just been quiet and calm over here this week. Not a lot going on, but I know there's stuff going on all around the county, so get out and enjoy some of it.
Yeah, it's time. A lot of vacation Bible schools starting up now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was all. I always enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun to work with the kids.
And do you know, it's only a week and a half until the 4th of July?
I know. It didn't seem possible.
No, it seems like it's come up real fast this year.
I know. So everybody will be preparing for that, maybe going on trips, so need to be really careful. We have too many automobile accidents, seem like about every morning. At least there are 2 or 3 of the departments will have a call for a wreck, so people just a little bit too careless. I think a lot of it has to do with these phones that they have there plugged into their ear.
I think that's got a big part of it.
Just get distracted for a minute, and that's all it takes. So be careful. Be a lot of traffic out on the roads for the next few weeks.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's about all I've got this morning, Jay. It's just a quiet and calm, and looking for a good weekend, and I hope you'll have one.
I hope you do as well. I'll talk to you again real soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Sue. That's Sue Price reporting in this morning from over at the Cherry Mountain Fire District, Bostic, Sunshine, up near Golden Valley.
Get ready for those hot summer months driving with a stop at RS Speedy Lube, Railroad Avenue. The Express Inspection Station gets you back on the road and keeps you legal. Speedy Lube has 2 lanes to serve you, gets you in and out in no time, vacuum your car while the oil is being changed, air conditioner checked, transmission flushed, wiper blades replaced if needed, even a top-of-the-line car wash, all at RS Speedy Lube and Inspection Station, Railroad Avenue in Ruth. Take care of that car and have a safe trip.
It's one thing to be aware of breast cancer. It's another to do something about it. Here's to the heroes who are making a difference, who get out there and take action, who prove every day that they are so much more than a color. Here's to the people who are more than pink. Get involved. at Komen.org/morethanpink.
Oh, let's head up toward Union Mills and check in with Brenda Kelly this morning. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning. How are you on this super Saturday morning?
Yeah, starting off pretty good.
That's good. Glad to hear it. Hope everybody's having a good day today and enjoying themselves so far.
It's gonna heat up today.
Yeah, it's heated up every day. We did get some rain yesterday though, so that was good. Yeah, we got 0.2 of an inch and a little downpour that came through, so that was good. So that's one of them afternoon scattered showers.
Out where I live in Sandy Mush, haven't had a drop of rain all week.
Well, you need to pay your preacher more. Oh, but that's what I've always heard. You don't rain, you ain't paying the preacher good enough. But I don't know if that's so or not. But anyway, I've got 68 degrees on the front porch. Like I said, I had 0.2 of an inch of rain. Birthdays today, I've got Everett Moore, Matt and Rachel Tyson anniversary. Aiden Lane and Alex Lane birthdays. Tomorrow on the 24th, it's Tammy Pruitt, Brandy Lawson, Neil Robertson, and Angela Lowry. I don't have any on around here, so we hope all these people have a great old big day on their special day. And in ways of announcements, we got a country breakfast going on right now at the White House Community Center on Painter's Gap Road in Union Mills. Adults $6, children 6 to 12, $3, and under 6 for free. I got a note in the mail yesterday wanting me to announce it, and I'm sorry we're not going to have this. It says the Gilkey Ruitan Club will not have a July 4th celebration this year. We regret that we cannot provide the event this year. We hope to have the community event next year. Also, the Gilkey Ruitan Club would like some more members. If you enjoy helping others in the community, this club is for you. For more information, call either Alicia Edwards at 828-289-5595 or Ronnie Wilson at 828-429-3613. Thank you, Leah Buckley. And that disappointed me because I was already making plans to go to that. I go to that every year.
Yeah, that's sad news.
Yeah, they've had it for years and years and years. I can remember taking little David when he was just a baby in arms, and I put him in a stroller, and he'll be 25 July the 4th, and they was having it before then. But, you know, you used to could go down to the mall and see fireworks. Mount Vernon used to have them, and I don't know what's happened. I don't know if they don't have enough members to support something like that or what.
I don't know. That's sad, though. It's getting harder and harder to find volunteers.
Yeah, and it's there ain't nobody else in the county does it that I know does fireworks except Rum and Ball, and that's just for them people that's up there, wherever that is.
Well, now, the Forest City Owls are at home this year on July 4th, and they've got a big show planned.
Oh, have they? Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's over at the baseball stadium in Forest City.
Well, that's good then. And I think Lake Lure does it, but they don't do it on the 4th. They used to do it on the 4th down out in the lake, you know, because I used to take my youngest to that when they was little. But I think they do it maybe the weekend before or 2 or 3 days before the 4th or something.
I don't know. It's going to be weird this year because July 4th is right in the middle of the week on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's going to be different. But
so I don't know when. Of course, in my neighborhood, they've already been shooting off firecrackers. So.
Well, that's all right. They enjoy it. You know, I never could understand why firecrackers was illegal. As long as it's not something dangerous, as far as, you know, some great old big something, but just little old firecrackers and bottle rockets or sparklers and things like that. I used to buy them for my youngin'.
Yeah, you know what the biggest problem is, though?
It could set something on fire.
Well, not only that, but people don't take care of them like they're supposed to. They do some stupid things with them.
Well, yeah, that's true, too, but still, everybody has to pay for the mistakes of a few people.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but They still do them because I'm like you. I hear them go off all the time when it gets around the 4th of July. I hear them everywhere. But I don't call 911 and say, get up here and get these people shooting these firecrackers. I don't do that. I just say, well, let them have some fun.
Yeah, as long as they don't start a fire or they don't end up on my roof, okay.
Yeah, so. But I don't know of anything else going on. I just hate that we're not going to get to celebrate here in Gilkey, but things happen. We don't know why. So.
Yeah, maybe we'll just move the party over to Brenda's place. And
yeah, we could have a big old party up here. I got plenty of room.
you know what I'm craving? It's that time of the year, homemade ice cream.
Oh, yeah, that's good, too. Hey, listen. Did you see the news where that woman, I don't know where she is, somewhere up in the mountains, I think, and she was was gathering stuff up and was carrying it off to the landfill or something, and she felt something tied around her leg, and there was a snake around her leg. Did you see that?
Oh, my. No, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, Lord, let me tell you, when they told that, and she was just a young girl, she said she didn't get excited. I'd have died with a heart attack right then. I would have absolutely died with a heart attack. She called 911, and she pulled over, and they got the snake out, and they released it somewhere where it needed to be released. If I'd have had the nerve, it would have been a dead snake. But it was a 6-foot-long rattlesnake.
Oh, my.
Can you imagine looking down and a 6-foot rattlesnake wrapping around your leg?
No, because usually you'd think of a rattlesnake as actually striking, but not really coiling up around something.
Yeah, I don't, but it was. She said it was wrapping around her leg. She felt something tied on her leg, and oh Lord, I can't imagine I'd died.
Yeah, I prefer to see my snakes from a bit of a distance.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't even, in the summertime, I don't step down on my back porch till I look to see there ain't no snake laying there. It's when you live in the woods, though, that's what you put up with. Well, snakes are anywhere now, though.
Yeah, it seems like they're all over, and wow, even down in the lower areas this year, there have been numerous bear sightings.
Yeah, I heard Ruby talking about one down there in her yard. Now, I haven't seen no bears up here or no evidence of a bear, but about 5 years ago, Donald seen one when he was working in the garden, and he'd went out there to the little road that goes down into the woods, and there was a little bear cub, he said, standing out there in the clearing, and that tells me there's a mom and a daddy somewhere.
Yeah, if you see a cub, there's a mama probably close by.
Very close by, yeah. Of course, he was pretty good distance off from it. He just went on back out there and sat down and rested and then finished working in the garden. But that he showed me bear tracks though.
Wow.
Yeah. So we just got everything up here. It's just wild up here.
But it's quiet and it's peaceful.
Yeah, it's quiet and it's peaceful. You're so right, and I like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know of anything else going on, so we hope everybody has a good weekend.
Yeah, hope you do as well. I'll talk to you again in a couple of weeks.
Okay, catch you later.
Okay, thanks, Brenda. Okay. That's Brenda Kelly reporting in this morning from up in Union Mills. What is it, 21 minutes before 8 o'clock?
Have you heard the 3 big lies about Medicaid eligibility? First, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your house. That's not true. Second, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. That's not true. And third, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. That's not true. Please call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Ken Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm for a free consultation and learn the truth about Medicaid and eligibility and nursing home care in North Carolina. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify and not lose everything you own. Call the Arledge Law Firm today at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton. Again, that's 287-3338.
Here's a way to help veterans. The American Legion Post 423 and Harrelson Funeral Home are teaming up to collect needed items during June. Needed items include toothbrushes, toothpaste, denture cleaner, alcohol-free mouthwash, shaving cream, deodorant, shampoo, white socks, foot powder, razor blades, notebooks, paperback books, and other personal items. Drop them off at Harrelson Funeral Home, 221A Forest City, between 8 and 5.
Well, thank you, Tom. It is 19 minutes before 8, and one more call left to make this morning. We travel to Ellenboro. We have found Sweet Thing, Luther Gillikin. Good morning, Luther.
Good morning, you two, on a nice sunny Saturday.
I have clouds up here.
We're partly cloudy down here, but you look at the bright side and see the sunny side.
Yeah, keep on the sunny side of life.
Yeah, my wife keeps saying, quit being pessimistic about it. I say, I'm not pessimistic, I'm a realist. Look at what can go wrong. What will go wrong. But it's a good day there. It's quiet there this morning. Nothing going on. See, the fire department had 2 medical calls. They were quiet last night. Just nothing going on this morning. We just laying back, having an extra cup of coffee, and then getting ready to hit it, get with it today, and have a good time. Especially want to remind everybody of Bloomville coming up Monday, 2:30 to 7 out here at Bethel Church Family Life Center. So we just come on down and donate the final blood there. And nothing else. I haven't want to reach happy birthday today, but good buddy Chad Murray's having one, and Billy Marucci's having one, and tomorrow Bradley Harrell's having a birthday. So I hope these people have a great day and enjoy their day. Nothing else happening today. You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you next time.
All right. Have a good weekend, Luther.
Take care, you too.
That's Luther, Sweet Thing Gillikin, reporting in this morning from Ellenboro. Well, it's 18 minutes before 8, and that gives us plenty of time to open up the telephone lines and find out who is celebrating a birthday or an anniversary today or tomorrow. Today being June 23rd, tomorrow being June 24th. So if you or somebody you know is celebrating this weekend, I'd like to find out about it so that I can let everybody know about it. My telephone number here at the station is 287-3356. 287-3356. Names that are called in over the next 7 minutes. That's how, we got plenty of time. About 7 minutes, we'll take your calls, and one of those names will be selected at random to win a $5 gift certificate good at the Mi Pueblito Mexican restaurants. Lines are open, 287-3356. Who is celebrating this weekend? AM 590 WCAB still entertaining birthday and anniversary calls. 287-3356. We've got about 5 minutes left. AM 590 WCAB. Anybody else celebrating a birthday or an anniversary this weekend? Got a couple of minutes left, and if you haven't called it in yet, time is running out. 287-3356, 287-3356. Couple of minutes left. Today is Saturday, June 23rd, and let's take a look at our Gilkey Ruatan calendar. And celebrating birthdays today, Everett Moore, also Aiden Lane, and it looks like Alex Lane, also with a birthday on this 23rd. Have a wedding anniversary in Gilkey for Matt and Rachel Tice. And then tomorrow, have 4 birthdays up in the Gilkey area. Looks like Tammy Pruitt, also Brady Lawson, Neil Robertson, and Angela Lowry will be celebrating tomorrow. Well, a few calls here this morning, folks who are celebrating this weekend. They have been together for 39 years. Congratulations, happy anniversary to David and Lorraine Moore from Rock Springs. Celebrating a birthday tomorrow up in Golden Valley is Shelley Smith. And she is 5 years old today, down near Cliffside. Happy birthday to Emma Luckadoo. In just a moment, I'll take these names and put them into the lucky box and select a name at random. That person will win a $5 gift certificate good at the Mi Pueblito Mexican restaurants.
We are country at its best with a blend of yesterday's memories. WCAB Rutherfordton.
Oh, it's time to find out who's going to win the gift certificate to Mi Pueblito. And it looks like, it's going to be our anniversary couple today, celebrating their 39th wedding anniversary, David and Lorraine Moore. David, Lorraine, we'll have that gift certificate here at the radio studios on newly paved Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton. You can stop by the next day or two at your convenience, pick that up, and then enjoy that great food at Mi Pueblito. 2 locations here in Rutherford County, located on Oak Street, directly across from the Tri-City Mall in Forest City, and they're also in Rutherfordton at the intersection of Charlotte and Washington. Great food. Love the sweet tea, too. Always good food and good tea at Mi Pueblito. 2 locations here in Rutherford County. Well, coming up momentarily, we'll have a news update from the North Carolina News Network. Certainly hope you will have a great weekend. Don't forget that coming up later tonight, we have Forest City Owls baseball on the air. Owls had a good win last night in Gastonia. They defeated the Grizzlies by a score of 5-3. Now, tonight, they travel up to Asheboro to face the Copperheads. Broadcast time tonight, 7:05 for the Forest City Owls up against the Asheboro Copperheads. And then tomorrow afternoon, we have racing on the radio. It's the Sonoma Raceway from California, and it's NASCAR Toyota Save Mart 350. That broadcast time tomorrow afternoon will be at 2 o'clock. In case you missed it last night, it went 15 innings. The game took 5.5 hours. Finally ended just after 1 o'clock this morning. The bad news, the Braves got beat. Baltimore 10, Braves 7 last night. It took 15 innings. AM 590 is WCAB.
NCN News, I'm Alyssa Vale. South Korean media reported that the U.S. military plans to send 215 caskets to North Korea through a border village on Saturday, so the North could begin the process of returning the remains of U.S. soldiers who have been missing since the Korean War. CBS's Don Kirk has more from Seoul.
Seoul's Yonhap news agency reports a South Korean official saying the U.S. is sending 215 caskets to the truce village of Panmunjom to pick up the remains of GIs missing from the Korean War. A U.S. spokesman told me, "We're waiting for word." He confirms equipment is ready and an honor guard would be on hand on the south side of the line as the North Koreans return the remains to be flown to Hawaii for forensic testing.
President Donald Trump is trying to refocus the border debate, saying the real victims are American families who have suffered the loss of a loved one at the hands of someone who has crossed the border illegally. Trump is also trying to cast doubt on emotional tales of migrant children torn from their families at the border, dismissing what he calls phony stories of sadness and grief. Harnett County deputies are investigating after a man was found shot to death Thursday afternoon. Deputies arrived to find 28-year-old Kyle Jarrett of Lillington dead from several gunshot wounds. Jarrett's father tells WTVD he's on a mission to find justice for his son.
What do you feel? Yeah, you feel anger. You feel real anger. You want to destroy everybody, you know. But what do you do with it? You keep it calm and we find out who did it.
Some North Carolina Republican lawmakers are determined to remove the power from Democratic Governor Roy Cooper and his successors from appointing the members of the state panel administering elections and ethics laws. House Republicans unveiled Friday a proposed constitutional amendment that would put all appointments for the state election and ethics board in the hands of the General Assembly. You're listening to NCN News.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
For young gaming addicts in the United Kingdom, help is on the way. CBS's Larry Miller explains.
Britain's state-run National Health Service is opening its first treatment center for internet and gaming addiction. The priority is to help child gaming addicts and prevent them dropping out of school. The head of the NHS describes it as a mental health crisis. The psychiatrist behind the London project says the harm of a gaming disorder is extreme and there's a moral duty to treat it. The World Health Organization classifies gaming disorder as a mental health condition. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
Trevor West, 27, of Dunn, was wounded Friday night during an officer-involved shooting after he allegedly began to fire at officers. According to Harnett County officials, 2 Dunn City police officers and 2 Harnett County deputies responded to a call on Pope Road in Dunn. The 4 officers found West armed and flashing a gun. Authorities say West failed to comply and began to fire at the officers when 2 of the 4 returned fire. The NC State Bureau of Investigation is investigating the incident as a matter of protocol. In just the last month, there have been 57 water rescues at Wrightsville Beach. That's why the Coast Guard and Ocean Rescue Squad are sharing tips on how to stay safe while in the water. Ryan Lederer with the Coast Guard said there are situations where they will participate in a rescue.
Knowing how each other responds to whatever the case may be really helps each other out and how close we are in proximity to them.
In 2017, 113 people died because of rip currents across the nation. 12 of those were in North Carolina. Jane Fonda will get a Lifetime Achievement Award at Michael Moore's Film Festival. Moore announced that Fonda will be honored during the Traverse City Film Festival, which runs from July 31st to August 5th. The festival will show a documentary about her, Jane Fonda in 5 acts, as well as a free screening of 9 to 5. Alyssa Vale, NCN News.
Let the WCAB marketing team go to work for your business. It works. Call Tracy or Jim at 287-3356.
From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. New concerns of when and how to reunite thousands of parents and children separated while crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. It comes just days after President Trump signed an executive order ending the administration's separation policy that led to more than 2,000 children being taken away from a parent in the past 6 weeks. ABC's Marcus Moore is in McAllen, Texas.
Unanswered questions linger for immigrant families following Trump's executive order. Democratic Senator Kamala Harris calling for immediate reunification of families. That message echoed by senators across the aisle, too. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency says they expected all separated kids to be reunited as of this morning. But that assessment does not include kids in HHS custody. The plan for their reunions remains unclear. More than 1,800 children still waiting.
There's still confusion on where the families now being kept together will be housed. Some communities speaking out saying they have not been informed the federal government will be using military facilities and shelters. In Concord, California, Bay Area Congressman Mark DeSaulnier.
It does remind me of World War II and Japanese internment. So we don't want to be a party to that.
Documents show Navy plans to detain up to 47,000 migrants at the former Concord Naval Weapons Facility. President Trump putting his focus on the immigration debate and highlighting families who have lost loved ones to violence at the hands of undocumented immigrants.
President Trump capping off a chaotic week with another push for a zero-tolerance immigration policy, shifting focus to American parents whose children were killed by undocumented immigrants.
These are the American citizens permanently separated from their loved ones.
Multiple studies show undocumented immigrants commit crimes at a lower rate than American citizens. The president's comments coming as his administration struggles with a crisis on the border, where migrant children were being separated from their parents.
ABC's Tara Palmieri reporting. You're listening to ABC News.
Message and data rates may apply. Please do not text and drive.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Download the app or text SPEAK to 484848. Text SPEAK to 484848 to try Babbel for free. That's SPEAK to 484848.
In Pennsylvania, a police officer remains on administrative leave after he fatally shot an unarmed teen this week as protests continue.
Demonstrators back on the streets of Pittsburgh Friday protesting Tuesday's fatal police shooting of 17-year-old Antoine Rose in East Pittsburgh.
Antoine was a baby. He was a baby. Like, come on. He feared for his life.
Police say Rose was running from a car they had stopped as part of an investigation into an earlier shooting. The county medical examiner ruled his death a homicide. And as the investigation continues, authorities say they found an empty gun clip in Rose's pocket. An attorney for his family says that has no bearing on whether the shooting was justified. Brian Clark, ABC News.
4 affiliates of Planned Parenthood suing the Department of Health and Human Services over an attempt to impose an abstinence-only focus on preventing teen pregnancies.
The Teen Pregnancy Prevention Program has served more than 1 million young people since it started in 2010. A Planned Parenthood VP says evidence shows abstinence-only programs don't work. No comment from HHS, which last year informed recipients of 81 teen pregnancy prevention grants that it would terminate their grant agreements 2 years early, meaning this year. Several federal judges have blocked cutting those grants. This happening after President Trump appointed Valerie Huber to a high HHS position, a supporter of abstinence-only education.
ABC's Chuck Sievertson reporting. This is ABC News.
Is your computer slowing down?
Yep, I guess I need a new one.
Wait before you waste your money on a new computer. Go to mycleanpc.com and get a free computer diagnosis. In minutes, you can activate MyCleanPC software to clean out the junk that could be